Hi, I'm Cameron, founder of Goast.ai, and today I want to show you some of the new features we've added that make getting to a fix with Ghost even faster. Let's jump in. The first thing I want to do is show how easy it is to use Ghost with Sentry. We can either automatically ingest issues and create PRs, which we recommend if you usually fix most of the errors that come in. In that case, you'll just get PRs for any issue. But if you get a lot of issues and you don't normally fix all of them, you can easily get to Ghost by just clicking this button in the issue tracking section. Now let's go through how you can help Ghost resolve an exception. Here's an example that we use, which this is the stack trace, and here's the additional context where I just specify if there's no user to display, just show no user selected. That's automatically created for this demo. Here's the new fix page. It ingests the issue, processes it. One of the nice things that we added is the ability to edit this. So if I wanted to add some additional context, I could click save and restart. I can also just hit regenerate to start everything fresh from the very beginning with what's in here. The first thing it does is analyze the exception, comes in as solvable. Next thing it did was gather context, and here it shows the files that it found that are important and the reason why. So if this isn't right, you can always come back up here and add more additional context and restart or whatever you need. The next thing we added is a root cause analysis, which really helps you understand where Ghost is coming from when attempting a fix. First goes with understanding the request. It gives you a snapshot of the state of the system. It analyzes what's happening, gives you a few potential solutions, and then proposes a solution. It also gives you some code snippets sometimes. In this case, it actually just did the whole thing because it's such a small file, but this will only happen for this specific example. And like I said, nice thing here is if any of this isn't right, I can just make my edits and save it. And the next steps will use that edited information. So it'll be exactly what you want it to do. If it proposed a solution that you didn't like and you wanted one of the other solutions, you can just change it to do that. The other thing we have is adding additional context. If you want to regenerate with some additional information, maybe you say, actually, I like proposal number 2, where should do this default state. Then you can put that in here, save, and it'll regenerate with that. But I think what it has here is good, so I'll just hit continue. It'll generate the solution. Here's this initial solution plan where it says, yes, in this file, update the component, add a check for the username. If it's null, display no user selected, as we said. And again, in each of these, I can edit, I can add another step if I need to, I can remove steps, I can have it just regenerate with all the previous information that exists, or have it regenerate with some additional context. And it came back with this code. It's now also using the code style for formatting and can automatically fix issues with the code that come up. Now I can create the pull request. It'll push the code to GitHub, and I can jump straight there and see the code. I can copy the branch name if I want to pull it down locally, make any changes, that sort of thing. I hope that was helpful and showed you how you can work with Ghost to get to the solution that you want much more quickly. Thanks for watching.